Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rabbi Litwak from Temple Sinai. Throughout the year, Jewish tradition invites us to reenact the experiences of our biblical ancestors. During Yom Kippur, we're transported to the ancient temple to witness the acts of the high priest. We revisit the lives of our agrarian ancestors by living in temporary dwellings during Sukkot. On Pesach, we see ourselves as having come out of Egyptian slavery. When Shavuot rolls around in May, we will return to this week's Torah portion, Yitro, in order to once again stand at Mount Sinai and receive the Torah. Yet in very real terms, how do we know what Revelation was really like? Well, the Torah tells us that all the people witnessed the thunder and lightning and the blare of the shofar. Midrash gives us a very different experience. It says that when God gave the Torah, the whole world was hushed into breathless silence. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel taught a cosmic fear enveloped all those who stood at Sinai. While we may never know the details of the revelation at Mount Sinai, we intuit that it represented one of the most complete sensory experiences possible. In one single moment, all five senses were engaged. We saw the lightning and clouds and fire. We heard the thunder and God's voice. So strong was the smell of smoke that it burned the people's nostrils and we could taste it in our mouths. And the people were described as vayanu'u, quivering and staggering and shaking. Now, what can we learn from our experience at Mount Sinai? We learn that God's will and God is revealed in a multiplicity of ways. While most of us are endowed with five senses, we often neglect to appreciate the potential for each of them to contribute to our understanding of the message. Too often, our sense of sight overtakes the other four. I'll never forget my visit to the Grand Canyon 35, 40 years ago. To only see the Grand Canyon in pictures or on the movie screen is to miss the fullness of that awesome wonder. Along with the incredible views, one must feel the cool mountain air, hear the hawks cry, taste and feel the red earth, and smell the pine trees. Only then can you truly appreciate its greatness. So too it is with our experience at Mount Sinai. To simply read the description is to miss the fullness of that awesome moment. So on this Shabbat, as you hear the story of God giving us the Torah, may each of you fully experience God's will and God's glory. Shabbat Shalom.